It's Thanksgiving, so the Brinkmar family is at the beach, and we've been doing this for over 30 years and bring our whole family together for one of the best weeks of our year. So my videos might be a little sporadic, but I wanted to do this one because if you've noticed, I've gotten into where I'm making some predictions on what stocks are going to do in the next several months relative to their earnings. I believe that what affects a price of a stock is the amount of profits it's made. And what you need to do as a good investor is anticipate any revisions in their earnings. That is to say, if they say they're going to make $1 per share this quarter, and then somehow it is revised before the next quarterly report down to 75 cents, you can expect a 25% drop in that price. So what I've done is gain access to the analyst reports on the 34 stocks that I follow as a part of the digital or the AI revolution that I think is going to happen, and the 34 stocks that I believe are going to be instrumental in that change, and then give you my analysis and share it with my tribe members as to what's going to happen. Now, I think there's one that you all seem to follow heavily, and that would be Tesla, and I have a strong sell on Tesla. And what I want to do in this video is explain to you why I believe it's a sell. First of all, I need to tell you this isn't financial advice. I don't intend it to be. I intend to be me sharing my knowledge with you so that you can make better investment decisions. Hopefully, you can keep more of what you make, and ultimately, I hope you can build some family wealth. So that's my purpose. I hope you see it as that. If you want more detailed information, you need to come to my website, and that's where I update my cheat sheet every day to give my tribe members, those people who subscribe to our platinum level service, an insight as to what I think these 34 stocks, the stocks that are going to lead us through the artificial intelligence and the machine learning and synthetic biology realm. So let's take a look at Tesla. I believe Tesla, as I say, is a strong sell, and I believe that because of some of the things that have happened. Now, there are 27 analysts that follow Tesla stock. Now, what you need to know is an analyst's job, he has probably anywhere from 5 to 10 stocks that one of the major Wall Street houses pays him anywhere from $500,000 to $1.5 million a year to give them inside information on what is happening in a specific stock so that they can make timely investments. I read in Elon's new book by Walter Isaacson, some of these analysts even fly drones over Tesla's plants and count the number of cars that come out the back end of it so that they know how many cars Tesla is making and thus can get some handle on, in fact, how many they're going to sell on a given quarter. So their job is to get ahead of the market and feed that information. As I say, there's 27 analysts, and the general consensus is 7 of them right now are saying it's a strong buy for a long term. 2 are saying it's a buy. 14 are saying it's a hold, and 4 are saying it's a strong sell. Now, that's a long term. What I'm interested in is the short term. What's going to happen at their next earnings report on January 24th of 2024, are they going to meet their expectations? Are they going to meet what they said they were going to do? And if not, what is it going to affect the price? I am of the belief that they are going to miss their earnings. They're going to come up 3 to 4% short on what they anticipated. And why is that? Well, I came up with, 6 reasons why I think they're going to miss their earnings. The first is high interest rates. I don't think the world has really understood what the effects of high interest rates are. It was brought to attention for reason number 2 by Elon in his last earnings call. He basically said, as the interest rates have doubled in price on purchasing a car, that just pushes the car further out of reach for an individual. As a result, reason number 3 that I think they're going to miss their earnings, Elon is reducing the price on his vehicle. So if he's reducing the price to make up the difference in the higher interest rates to make them affordable, well, what's that mean? That means his profits are going to come down. And that's why I say they're going to miss their earnings by 3 to 4%. And that's going to bring a downward trend in the stock. Now, it may be even worse than that for the next reason, and that is Chinese economy. We got to recognize that 50% of the Teslas that are sold in this world are sold in China. And things aren't good in China right now. That's why Xi Jinping came last week to the United States to basically plead to our country and to our executives, hey, don't walk away from us now. We need you, and we're willing to work for you. He's bringing an olive branch to the United States because he recognizes his country is in trouble, and they need us. They need us, the consumers, to help keep them in good financial condition. We know that Tim Cook is moving some of his manufacturing to India. We know that Tesla is moving some of their manufacturing to Mexico. This is all a negative on China, and China is Tesla's largest market at this point. The other thing is, as Elon is reducing prices, his margins are coming down. He had ridiculous margins compared to the rest of the auto industry. And I know, Homer, you believe that Tesla is not a automobile company. It is, in fact, a tech company, and I'll grant you some of that. But what the world recognizes them as is the leading electric vehicle company in the world. Now, let's look at that because that comes into reason number 6. Their market share over the last year has dropped by 10%. They used to have 28% of the market share of electric vehicles. They're down to 18%. So that's why I believe, as a investor, a long-term investor who wants to make some money in the short term, I'm selling my Tesla. In fact, I have sold it, and I'll sit on the sideline. And after January the 24th, 2024, when their next earnings report comes out, or thereabouts, I will probably buy in. What is my target price? I'm not prepared to share that with you at this point. I will share it with my tribe members, though, over on my website. What you'll do is you'll come to the website, bestofusinvestors.com. You'll join our platinum area, and in our platinum area, you will see that there is what I call my cheat sheet. My cheat sheet is my analysis of the 34 stocks that I follow personally, and then that I gather data and analyze both on a financial and a technical, and read reports like I'm just sharing with you to give you some insight of what I think these stocks are going to do, and you can see it on a day-to-day basis. Now, I do charge you $60 a month for that. If you can't make that kind of money off of my recommendations, then don't even consider it. But if you think that you want to access not only my knowledge, but I go out and I pay for other people's knowledge, and then I share that cost with you through the $60. Okay, does that make sense to you? What I'm basically saying is, let's turn this investment sport into a team sport where we work together. I get emails from Homer and from Robert and from Brian and a host of other people, even Nick, who jumps on me on my Friday stock talks and questions my desertion of the biotech industry and Editus and Caribou and CRISPR. Why did I desert them? Watch my last Friday's talk, and I'll tell you why I deserted him and why I'm not jumping on the bandwagon now, because I think it's off in the future. I do not believe, though, even though Sam Altman got fired, that's another video, we'll have to do it at another time, from OpenAI, I believe that we are emerging on the biggest change in our world in my lifetime, and that's some 79 years, and probably all the way back to the Neanderthal days. The world's going to change more in the next 10 years than it has in any time in the preceding 2,000 years. In a very short period of time. Okay, again, I don't know when my next video is. I'm going to probably try to do one down on the beach so you can see the beautiful Gulf of Mexico in November. We got a beautiful day in front of us, and I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving, but I'm quite sure I'll talk to you again before then.
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Grinkmeyer.